right, let's get this thing set up. Good to go. All right. So let me get this thing good to go. Good to go, good to go. Is that on? Okay, we're on. Okay. Hey, Adi. All right. All right, all right. It has been a very long time. And, you know, I want to, I know that I tell myself that I'm going to get on and have conversation with everybody. I know. What's going on? Okay, all right. So, the reason that I had to come on and have a conversation with you is because I had some things that popped in my mind. And hold on one second. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. I had some things pop in my head that I want to I feel like everybody who pays attention to this and really puts their mind around it could get some value from it. And I also believe that, anyone else, then, you can never just make it about yourself. You can't just make it about yourself. You just can't. And so, check this out, because I think this is something that's really good. If that makes sense. That's not. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's not something that's being. We all could wrap our mind around that actual thing. Whatever we think we're right, whatever we believe, we are right. And what I mean by that is, we could easily put our mind anywhere we want to be, and that's where we're going to be. And I remember hearing that saying at an event, and that's what they said. Whatever you think you're right. So think about that concept. But whatever you put your mind to believe, whatever you've agreed with, whatever you made your mind up about, then that's what it is. Isn't that a fair statement? So, I want you to think about that with every single thing in every single area of your life, because these things could empower us, it could deteriorate and destroy us, literally our own doing. And I really think that's something important for everyone to really grasp and really wrap their minds around. What do I mean by that? Sports, or if you believe that you were meant to do something, become a certain person, act a certain way, treat people a certain way, entitled to a certain thing, do a certain thing, be a certain way, all those things are us by our influences, and we take whatever we're influenced by and then we make a decision based off of that. That's the honest truth. So, thank you for jumping on. So what if you took that with everything that you are, wrong by everyone else's accord, but in your mind you were right, then you're right. Have you ever argued with somebody who you knew was wrong? Everyone knew that person was wrong, sway their mind in any other way, meaning they weren't budging in any way because they had a made up mind. And that's where, if you think you're right comes from. Think about that. And think about how you've applied that in your life. Because, you could be a good parent in your mind and truly be a good parent. Right. Even if you're wrong. If you treat people good, if you're a good person, you've decided what your belief system is as far as how a good person should be, what a good person should do. Then that's what you think a good person is, and of course you are right. Not everybody's going to agree with you. Think about applying this in different areas of your life and being conscious how you got to the point where you even believed it was right. there were times in my life where there are things that I thought were right. I thought I was justified in doing those things or being that way. And later on in life, I learned that, there's a better way of being and doing things. And that's the good thing about us. We get to choose, ultimately, how we are, who we are, and what we do. I think that's so empowering. That's such an empowering thought to have. To whatever I believe is right. So if you think you're right, you're right. That means you don't have to say for the better. You might have some goals that you want to reach in your life. You might have a better person you want to be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You might want to be better with your spouse. You might want to be better with your children. You might want to be better in any area of your life. And you may have not been who you wanted to live up to, because we have the ability to alter how we were being, hit our internal reset button, learn some new things, and have a new way of being. And ultimately, we can retrain ourselves and we can right. You are right. See, there are times where I used to be wrong about things that I thought I was right about, and I ended up becoming more empowered. I ended up becoming better. I ended up becoming stronger. I may have surrounded myself with different people who had different types of influence, different type of conversations. Those things that I learned allowed me to increase as a person. So increasing as a person allows me to change my perception. And see, once you change your perception of a thing I was no longer right about those things, so I made adjustments because I increased, because I grew. Now, as far as your goals are concerned, if you believe you can reach those goals, 100% you can reach those goals. Hey, Connie, you can reach those goals one decision. And those goals could be along the spectrum of anything, right? They could be fitness goals. They could be life goals. They can be belief goals. They can be financial goals. You can change from where you are to what you want to be at any time. It's a belief system. In today's world, we're finding out so much about who everyone is. You may have had a friend that you guys are really good friends, or maybe you're not on the same page right now because of everything that's happening. Maybe their belief system is coming out. Maybe your belief system is coming out. Maybe you've seen some things about them that you didn't like, or maybe that you do like. Maybe, I've seen so many relationships being discontinued and eliminated system. And that's because if you think you're right, you're right. See, if the person is behaving in a specific way and being in a certain way, then that's ultimately how they're going to be. Because again, if you think you're right, you're right. If they think they're right, they're right. But who's right? We have to really search deep. Really search deep. And it's okay to be wrong, but also it's okay to be right. See, this is what I know. See, I know that, if you if you're a person that wants to give back, maybe you're a person that wants to empower, maybe you're a person that wants to teach, mentor, or maybe you're one of those people that want to share everything about your family or a loved one on social media because you're proud of them and you want the world to see. If you're a father and you want people to see your children, if you're a mother and you want people to see your relationship and you want to put it on display, if you believe that you're right, you're right. And if you're the opposite, if you're that type of to me, I want to keep my life, my personal business close to me, then you're right. There is no wrong. There might be a wrong way of being, but for you, if you believe that you're right, humanity doesn't mean by the laws, doesn't mean by all those different things. Believe that you are right, then you're right. And with that being said, that's my time. I just want to leave that quick message. I hope that I hope you really grasp the ideal, or even wrapped your mind around what have you been right about? What have you thought you've been right about? What adjustments you've made? And then constantly improving, because, I'm a believer in continuous growth and elevation. And Absolutely. And so that's my time and my battery. Luckily, I did it before my battery went dead. Message in my direct, in my inbox. You know, if you believe somebody could grow through this, send them a message. I also will have this on YouTube. You can search me out on YouTube. You know, I say increase anytime it comes to me because, you know, we're called to be more than for ourselves. So that's my time. Over million served. The Bakery. Take care.